Hey guys, MUT Gamer back here for another video. Guys, today I'm going to show you how to go ahead and complete this objective list as quick as possible. Now, before I start this video, I'm going to say real fast, I am running a double giveaway for Xbox One for Deion Sanders and Calvin Johnson. There will be a little eye icon in the right hand corner. Click on that and you can go to the video and enter the giveaway. Now let's get started. So going ahead right away, guys, let me start off by telling you this. I'm going to show you some clips on how to complete this the fastest way possible, but I have to tell you real fast, the playbooks I'm using are the Jets playbook on offense and the Titans on defense. Now, the defensive playbook does not matter at all, and you'll see why in the clips, but the offensive playbook does. Now, you do not have to just use Jets playbook. You can use the Jets playbook, you can use the Falcons playbook, the Steelers playbook. There's a lot of different playbooks with gun split close, and I know a lot of people have so many different ways to get yardage, but my personal preference is halfback wheel at a gun split close. First off, go ahead and go to the boss battles. If you have not already done your solos, then this makes it a little bit more difficult, but just go ahead and do them if you have not already. They do give you some pretty cool cards over the weekend. But this third solo right here is going to be our money solo we're going to use to go ahead and complete these objectives as quick as possible. First off, it is a 4-minute quarters. It's 4-minute quarters. Plenty of time to go ahead and do all the objectives in one solo sequence. Not taking much time at all and getting it done quickly. Now, trust me when I say this, learn from my mistakes. This is how you're going to want to go ahead and do it. First off, halfback wheel. Go ahead and streak the left wide receiver straight, and you're going to go ahead and just throw it deep. Now, you do not want to get into the end zone right away. You want to go to the ground and kick a field goal. You need 10 field goals in order to do this objective list. So my personal preference would be throwing it deep, kicking a field goal, onside kicking it, and then running field goal block and letting them score. Now, first off, again, guys, 10 field goals, 100 rushing yards in a single game, 500 rushing yards total. Now, I actually figured this out myself by doing these objectives and trying to get them done. And the one thing I learned was that if you run backwards, which used to be a thing, you could run backwards, and as long as you ran forward, it didn't count backwards. The yards you ran backwards didn't count. They changed that. Now, if let's say you run 100 yards, right? And then you run 100 yards forward and you run 100 yards backwards. It used to be, okay, it's still 100 yards. And if you run 100 yards again, it's 200 yards. Now, those things cancel themselves out. So let's say if I run a 60-yard run and then I run backwards so I can run it again on the same drive, it will cancel itself out and no longer do you have 60 yards. You have 0. So just keep that in mind. I went ahead and did that in the solo challenge, and I was not able to go ahead and complete it because this rushing yards did not count. Now, personally speaking, this whole entire list took me 3 hours, but the reason why it took me 3 hours is because I was not using my main tip here when I said, do not score touchdowns, score field goals. You can lose a solo challenge and the stats still count. You can also play a solo that is already played and the stats still count. So real fast, guys, again, I'm going to show you clips from now on and go ahead and you will see what I did to go ahead and fix these or get these done. So again, you do receive a elite player and a loyalty token. So let's get right into the clips. Alright guys, so now getting into the clip, this is going to be the first clip, and again I said halfback wheel, streak the left wide receiver, and go ahead and just throw it deep. Now this is on arcade mode, so you will aggressive catch, and you will break tackles, and go for touchdowns. But again, as I said it, I messed up in this video, but I have to say this a million times. Do not score touchdowns. Score field goals and then onside kick it to the other team and go ahead and just run field goal block. This is going to be the fastest way to go ahead and let them score. You score, let them score, and you score. You can get as many yards as possible, and you're also going to be able to utilize as much of the solo challenge as possible. The whole point of this, guys, is to avoid going ahead and letting the other team, you know, milk the clock, and also having to go through the loading screens multiple times. That stuff is so tedious and is time consuming. Now, first thing I want to say real fast, as you see I let them score real fast, something also I've learned is that you can go ahead and instead of just running field goal block and then doing that whole concept, sometimes they throw it away, they get pressured, and you get a sack. what I want you to do is go ahead and hover over the audible, pinch buck O, and wait on that. Now, usually in my, technique is you go ahead and wait on that, and then once they go ahead and, audible, then you audible. But don't. What I want you to do is audible at the last possible second. You want your guys not to be in position, so they score right away without any kind of hesitation, and you can go ahead and get free, give them a free touchdown without the chance of you getting a sack. Now, sometimes I had to leave this in here because this is a thing. It is arcade mode, but there are times where someone will get a free block shed, and this will be an error. Again, I wanted to leave this in here because this is an important focal point for this. It is possible that that will happen. Now, the pass play, again, as I said, the pass play is halfback wheel at a gun split close. Now, the reason why I said to go ahead and get, halfback wheel and gun split close is because they have an amazing run play, as you just saw, called Power O. It has amazing blocking, and on arcade mode, it's pretty much unstoppable. Now, the way you saw me right there spin left real fast is you're going to go ahead and hold left trigger in, and you're going to go ahead and hit B. So when you're running and you hold left trigger and B, it's going to let you spin very, very quickly and be able to go ahead and make moves like that and go ahead and go, for 60-yard runs. Again, I stress this enough, do not run backwards or else your runs will not count, and it will count negatively toward your total rushing yards. So on offense, we have halfback wheel at a gun split close and gun split close Power O. Those are going to be the two plays I recommend running this in this whole entire, solo sequences for your objectives. Other than that, other, common questions probably someone's going to ask. Trying to cover every single one here. On defense, again, I recommend going ahead and, hovering over pinch buck O. Wait for them to audible at the last possible second, then audible. You can also just go ahead and grab the corner that's coming the right-hand side guy, and then go ahead and, pull him off and let them get a free touchdown. But other than that, though, yes, these solo objectives are very, very important. They give you a free loyalty badge. Now, if you guys do not know what loyalty badges are, I covered them in my sniping series today, but pretty much it's a very, very important promo that will result in you getting them next year and being able to get free players, elites, day one of Ultimate Team. So it's a very important promo and a very important whole entire thing. So I can't stress that enough. Go ahead and do these each and every week, even if you don't care who you pull. And personally speaking, I didn't pull anyone good. So, that's just my personally. I didn't pull anyone good, so, you're probably not going to. But the loyalty badge is why you do this. Now, again, I'm showing you this clip right here. You might be like, wait, why are you showing us you failing? I'm showing this because this is why I'm saying, pinch buck O, and then wait. Literally, I would recommend waiting and then, letting them hike the ball and then doing it. Because what I was doing here was I was just running field goal block, and we were just getting sacks instantly. I ran, just pinch buck go, switch to the play when they audible, and I would get a sack instantly. So my recommendation would be just going ahead and pinch buck out at the last possible second and then letting them score. This one will go ahead and maximize time. You don't have to worry about getting sacks. Or you see right there, that's like 3 minutes off the clock. I could have, not 3 minutes, sorry. A minute and 20 seconds off the clock. I could have scored so many points in that time period. So again, my recommendation would be just going ahead and doing this to maximize the amount of time in a solo challenge you have. So you can go ahead and, take that time to score more, get more rushing yards and stuff like that. So again, you do not need touchdowns. So don't worry about touchdowns. You just need 10 field goals, 1,000 yards passing, 500 yards rushing, and obviously you have to get, I believe, like 500 yards in one, or 300 yards in one game, and 300 yards rushing in one game. So just focus on those certain things, and you will be fine. You can do this all in one solo challenge. I just was not managing my clock well here. I was not managing this correctly. And you see right here, I end up going down. And then I try to run backwards. And this is when I end up realizing you cannot run backwards. I believe I tried to run backwards on this play right here. So again, guys, hopefully you understand that. Hopefully that all makes sense. If you have any questions, make sure to comment them down below, and I'll try my best to answer them. But again, guys, this is going to be how you complete these objectives as quick as humanly possible. You can do them all in one solo challenge. It's not too difficult. Just don't make the common mistakes I made when it came to scoring touchdowns, kick field goals. Do not run backwards, run forwards. Pinch bucko and wait till they audible. And again, a very helpful thing would be grabbing your corner when you do audible and moving him to the left, so they have a free wide receiver touchdown every single play. Other than that, though, again, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe button. What we're going to go ahead and do right now, guys, is we're going to go ahead and open up my loyalty badge set. So, my pack I got for completing these objectives. So this is going to be the guy right here. So this is me opening it up. And again, I do get a loyalty badge, and I do go ahead and get a free safety, Ricardo Allen. So kind of nice. I guess it goes for like 13 or 14K, so nothing too special. But thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.